Hey, Tony from BikeBerry here. It's good to see you. Today I'm hanging out with my son Noah. How you doing, Noah?
Good.
What we're doing is we're showcasing the 100cc V2 that was 4 years in the making. I'm gonna continue breaking it in, and then we're gonna start adding performance parts to it because I know everybody's excited about that. So we're gonna start here with the 80cc engine. All right, this one's pretty stock. The only thing that does is have an expansion chamber and an aluminum head. Other than that, I haven't done anything with it. It's just stock. It's definitely broken in and it runs well. So on the journey of breaking in the 100cc, I would love to do a comparison over time. Right now, we're just going to talk about what we love about the 80cc and the 100cc. So if you're interested in that, let's roll. So if you're new to motorized bicycles, you're wondering where to start. Do I start with a 80cc? Do I start with a 100cc? Do I start with a 4-stroke? Well, the goal of this video, and then the last one that I did on the 4-strokes, is to show you what we offer and what the differences are. This is not a, head-to-head comparison where we race them. We'll do that over time, but at this point in time, I'm just trying to show you the differences in what we offer and what's out there. So if you're new to this game, this is an 80cc 2-stroke motorized bike engine. This is the stage 4 that we offer, and the reason it's a stage 4 is because it comes with this head. You get an HP carb, plus some other things that you're probably going to buy anyway. You might as well get it right out of the gate. So let's start up top here. This is the best head for cooling efficiency and compression. Now, I've ran compression tests and cooling efficiency tests. There's videos that show exactly the numbers of this. I like this one. It's the most cooling efficient head of all. As far as compression, you can go and check out that video. We'll put the link up here. Next up on here, you'll notice that I have just the NT carb. I don't have the HP carb on here. That's because this one's really been performing well. So I've stuck it on here and I've left it, and I have really good results with it. Other than that, I have not done anything extra to the engine that would put it into what I would call the high performance mode. It just has a better quality head to keep it cool, has a better intake that I purchased separately just because it's a little shorter. In innards, I haven't done any port work or anything like that. It's a good broken stock engine. I think that's the best place to compare it to other engines that are of different models. So some of the numbers on this is the bore and stroke. The piston is a 47 millimeter and the stroke is 38 millimeter. Number 66 or 80 cc. We say in America it's actually 66 cc. Overseas they would say it's 80, but everybody chooses to call it an 80 cc engine. All right, so next up is the BBR Tuning V2 100cc engine. So 4 years ago, they introduced the first one. They've learned a lot of lessons. They've heard what people had to say about upgrades that everybody wanted, and they delivered. So it has a much larger head with a lot more cooling capacity on it. You can tell it's a 2-piece head compared to, see that? Boom. Compared to the 1-piece that was previous to this. They also have a reed valve in here that then you can go in and add a windowed piston and start doing all those modifications that everybody's wanted to do. Previously on this bike, I had the V1 and I really liked it. So far, I've been running this one and it has been a game changer. Now, you could see that I have the HP carb on here, which is a great carb. I love it because the choke is automatic. You can change, rejet it and all that stuff. I'm currently just breaking this in, so it's going to be quite a bit of time before I feel comfortable in going all in with it. So one thing to keep your eye out is I'm going to window the piston pretty soon, and we're going to start upping the performance with it. But right out of the gate, I've noticed it giving me like a 3 to 5 mile an hour, per hour cruising speed, faster than what the 80cc 2-stroke was giving me when it first was in this same new state. Other things to note, this one has an iron sleeve in it, so that's a really good upgrade compared to the previous one. As far as performance upgrades beyond what you get with the engine, this is a new engine and it really requires people to buy them and use them and give feedback before they can develop a bunch of performance parts. To get the ball rolling, I'm going to take on a couple of projects. One is I'm going to window the piston in here after it gets broke in and I can report how the break-in process went. The second is I'm going to make an adapter that's going to allow expansion chambers for your 2 strokes, just to get the ball rolling to see how it reacts with expansion chambers. Then I'm sure as people give feedback and everything, they'll develop CNC heads, replacement window pistons, like things like that require feedback from the community to produce. So the bore and stroke is 50 by 40. So with a 50 millimeter piston and an iron sleeve, you got high performance components in a stock engine. All right, I just wanted to stop our ride for a second because where we're at today, you can see all the beautiful scenery as we've been riding. This is Kickapoo State Park here in Illinois. It's beautiful. There's a big old lake right here. And over this way, let's go this way. You can see it, there's campers back there. People got tents and everything. So Noah and I are just having a blast out here. So the beauty of an 80cc 2-stroke engine is there's so many people who love them that there's a lot of performance parts out there just for them. BikeBerry's site has a bunch of like bolt-on type ones. That way you can get, you know, kind of the least amount of work in them. There's a ported, you know, cylinder head, stuff like that that you can get that I have, and we'll end up testing it over time. But yeah, it's the most versatile because it's been around the longest and it's just a tried and true engine that you can build out to your heart's content. All right, that was a pretty good ride. Was it a good ride, Noah?
Yep.
All right, so we had a good time. Us guys, we zipped up and down the road here in the park. I just wanted to really stress that we're breaking in the 100cc, and I'm going to be transparent about its performance the whole time, all the way through, and we're going to do modifications. So if that interests you, stick around. I'm going to do a windowed piston, and we're going to do all kinds of stuff to it to make it everything that you could want it to be. So in our family of 2-stroke engines, you can see that we have the 80cc and the 100cc, plus there's the BT80, which is that pull start electric start engine that's so awesome. I'm going to really do an overall of all those 2-stroke engines. So if you're interested in the evolution of the hundreds over time with modifications. Keep watching. Let's roll.